Because of this high demand, we decided to fabricate these
Okay.
deployers.
And so you brought, actually, this is the deployer. So this is what Wakata is working to
Yes.
install.
He's installing actually 8 of these deployers. To give you an idea, we have a total of 33 separate satellites that we flew up on Orbital 1. In fact, we believe this will be a world record deployment of a number of satellites in one deployment. It'll take a few days. It'll take probably a couple weeks to deploy all the satellites from the space
And so
station.
how many is he going to have?
Well, today he's installing 8 of these deployers. It will take 2 experiment airlock openings to actually deploy all the satellites.
Okay.
So
and we're getting some downlink right now.
Right, and what Koichi-san is installing here is the control box for the deployers, and then he later installed 8 of the deployers, and 8 is the maximum we could fit in the airlock.
Wow.
And so we're trying to maximize the airlock utilization. The airlock is just behind Koichi-san right now. And so once he's loaded all of the deployers onto this pallet, the MPEP pallet, it will go out through the airlock, and then the Japanese robotic arm will grab the pallet that he was putting the deployers on.
And so this here, this end, I don't know if you
Sure.
can show this, but
Sure,
is this where
this is a little door. It's like a little barn door that opens up. We've got the CubeSats. There are typically 2 satellites arranged in here, and they have a little spring on the back. And so this little actuator on the side here it connects to the control box, and from the Japanese control center on the ground, they command to fire the satellites. Once the arm and everything's in position, they press the button, and that's what happens. The CubeSat deploys, and they actually go a little bit. The CubeSats are deployed a little bit below, and then they go in front of the International Space Station due to orbital mechanics, and so they get out of the way, say, of the space station, so they won't collide with the space station.
Okay.
And they begin their operations.
2, 1.
Пошел спутник.
And we see a successful deploy.
So, to give you an idea of what CubeSats actually do, we have the majority of our CubeSats on this flight right now are from a commercial company that is doing imagery work.
Okay.
Okay. The company's called Planet Labs, and they're basically these small telescopes. They're 3 cube units long, so about 300 millimeters by 100 by 100 millimeters. And they look down at the Earth and take pictures of the Earth.
Wow.
And eventually, I think the goal is to send these images to people like Google Earth. So, you know, from a user standpoint, this is probably one of the fastest links from space to Earth.
Yeah.
You know, you'll be able to look at your house on Google Earth from these satellites.
Well, that is exciting.
Now, we also have a couple other really exciting payloads on board too, or CubeSats. We have 2 Lithuanian satellites and 1 Peruvian satellite. These satellites will turn these countries into spacefaring nations. They're the first satellites to be deployed in space from these nations. Just a quick shout out too, I have to say, this is all Texas built.
Texas built.
for Texans in the room here.
Sure.
But Quad M, a local manufacturer up just outside of Austin, McDade, Texas, made most of this, and we're just really happy to put Texas folks to work on this.
Very good. Well, we are proud of Texas here in Texas.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for coming out again.
Appreciate
this
it.
is all very, very exciting and fascinating to hear about, and we'll be watching.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.